Hello, thanks very much for joining me and welcome to the channel. Now, I had a bit of a debate about whether to post this video or not, but I think I'm here to show you the failures as well as the successes, and I want to show you how I got on with this Sky Dweller homage. The Rolex Sky Dweller is a great watch, and it's a very unusual movement because it's got a GMT function that's got like an inner wheel, and it needs a special dial to go with it. But I was really pleased to find this movement because I didn't think it was possible. But I've got it, and to be honest, it doesn't go so well. And I'm hoping somebody can, who's got some experience of this particular movement, can look at what I'm doing here and just post in the comments whatever they think I'm doing wrong, because it definitely doesn't work out. So right here, what I'm doing is just experimenting with the movements of the dial. I'm trying to work out which direction to move the crown to get the date wheel to flick over at midnight. Eventually, I sort of work it out, or think I do, and I get it to a point where it does actually flick over. At that point, I'm then left with what I think is the usual approach of putting the dial on and putting the hands on and so on, and off we go. And as you can see, getting the dial on here is not quite as simple as I expected. And then I saw this little ring that came with the movement, and it was obvious to me that that's got to go on top of the movement to protect the numbers showing on the date wheels, the two wheels. There has to be a little bit of a gap between them and the dial, otherwise the dial could, just through friction, could impede their movement. So I'm putting this little ring on now, and I'm not quite sure how to position it. I can see two little notches, and I'm thinking, well, they must go where the feet go. So now I'm trying to see, well, where are the feet going to be against the dial? And it's not that easy to see and still keep everything in camera because I'm trying to show all of you what I'm doing as I'm going along. But I'm repositioning the ring to try and get those little notches where I think the feet are. And so that's all well and good so far. So now I'm thinking, okay, how do I get the dial on without moving that ring? Because every time I touch it, it just dislodges. So I think, well, it looks like I'm going to have to put little stickers on and attach the ring to the movement and hold it in position, and then put the dial feet in. So that's the next task, really. How do I put stickers on? Where do I put the stickers? So I'm trying to pick places on the movement where the stickers are not going to get in the way of anything, and I'm just sort of inserting them on the edge now. And usually you only need about 2 or 3 stickers to hold something like this in place. But I'm going for a second one here, and then I'll probably go to the opposite side, I'm thinking, and that should be enough to hold it in place. They're relatively easy to apply. You just sort of push them on, peel off the backing paper. You do need quite fine tweezers to do it, because they're quite small. They're quite small, these little blocks of sticking paper. So that's that coming off now. Just tapping it down. Now I'm going to the opposite side. same deal, just tap it down, peel off the backing paper. Try and make sure this sticky side is not going to touch anything it shouldn't be touching, and stop the date wheel moving. So now with the adhesive paper on, it's time to put the ring on. Here's the ring going on with the adhesive there to keep it in place, and I'm trying to get the notches in the right position to be next to the feet, so the feet can fit in. The dial feet, that is, of course. So this looks okay, I'm happy with this so far. Just making sure it's exactly right, but looks reasonable. Not quite even, perhaps. And here's when I realised that there are screws to secure the feet, the dial feet. So that's good. That means that's going to make it more secure. Keep it clamped down. I don't just rely on the stickers. So I have to unscrew these to make room for the dial feet, and now I'm trying to put the dial on. So I'm not happy about the position of the dial feet. They're not slotting into anything except a gap. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe the screw just goes, directly onto it. So that's what I do in the end. I just attach the screws down. So you can see how it's meant to work. The 24 for midnight is directly in line with the 12, so both need to be aligned, I assume. As I say, I've not worked with this movement before. So at this point I'm not happy that there doesn't look to be enough room to get the hands on that post. I'm going to give it a go, but I'm not optimistic. It looks like there's room for the hour hand, and the minute hand is going to be a struggle. So the hour hand's on. I'm not thrilled about it. It definitely doesn't look like enough room for the minute hand, but hey ho, I'm going to give it a go and just see if my eyes are deceiving me. But when I get the minute hand on the proper position, it's just not going to go on. And in the end, I did something you're not meant to do, of course, and I tried to sort of push it on hard enough to actually force the issue, and it just didn't work at all. So there's something wrong about the way I've got the dial attached to the movement. It's not down far enough to allow the hands enough room to get onto the pin. So I'm not sure where I go from here, to be honest. I mean, there's no point carrying on. The minute hand is simply not attached properly. It's slightly damaged by now as well anyway. So yeah, that's it. I have to stop there. I'm interested in anyone who's got any comments below. Can you, if you've experienced this dial, or if you've got some intuition, you know, what can I do to get the dial close enough to the movement to allow enough room for the hour and the minute hand to get on to the post? Because this definitely didn't work. So at this stage, I've taken the minute hand off, and I'm trying again with a different hour hand. But cut a long story short, it's the same story. There wasn't enough room for the minute hand, and I figured, you know, 2 sets of hands is enough to waste on a movement like this. So I'm turning it over to you guys. Can anyone see anything I should be doing that I'm not? Anyone got any ideas on how I can take it forward? Really grateful for any advice. So thanks very much for watching, and anyone who can help, please post in the comments, and at some point in the future I'll have another go at this. I might do a bit of research on the internet and hopefully have another go. Thanks very much for watching.